Hi, right, I wanted to make a short video about this. I'll try not to take up too much of your time. Right, it's a Howling Harp Blues harmonica by Stag. Okay, right, now, let me just get some things out of the way. I've been, accused of waffling too much, so I'll try not to do that. Right, when I talk about harmonicas like this, if you see it in another video, right, I'm not talking about if you are wanting to be serious about harmonica, okay? I'm not talking about the harmonica that might be good for bending or bending practice. I'm not talking about that. I'm not even really. Right, let's get those two things out of the way, right? If you're quite serious about harmonica and you're at a stage now where you're bending possibly, and you're getting quite good, your single notes are clean and you're playing some songs and you're getting on with the bluesy sort of stuff, then I'm no way near suggesting that you purchase this harmonica. Yeah, so I mentioned there bending, and if you want to get good on harmonica, I'm not saying that. But then let me just mention the list that I might say, and I'll play it in a minute, and I'll show the reasons why. The reasons why I might say that it might be worth buying something like this. Say you're a bit like me, you go from room to room, or you might work outdoors or something. You might spend time in a shed. You might spend a lot of time in a car driving. So second harmonica, third harmonica stored somewhere where you can just play it. It's you're not worried about it being stolen or lost, sort of thing. The other one that I always mention is gift. You want to buy someone a gift, and it's highly possible that they might go, oh yeah, that's great, suck and blow it. You might try and encourage them a little bit, but they're never really gonna play it. Okay, yeah. So that goes into who if you want to buy one for a child, or somebody who's on the journey. Now, the reason why I bought this was for somebody who I've been befriending in Indonesia. It's in the key of G, and not just that. It's the whole sort of like I love to try stuff which. There was one guy actually. There was one guy who I connected with, and he was trying to bend, and he mentioned he had one of these Howling Harp Blues by Stag. Right, and I was like, sorry, I can't really comment on your harmonica. I've got no experience about it. So that's one of the reasons why I do this, right? So now that I got that out of the way, and if you're still watching this video, it seems like it's sort of built a bit like a Hohner Special 20. Let's see how it plays. Now, when it comes to this sort of thing, sorry, I had to change rooms. Right. This sort of thing can be subjective. You could watch loads of videos and people are saying, oh, E-stop. This, I don't want to go down that road, whether it's E-stop or a blues band or a Silver Star, and they might make it work. Right, I haven't tweaked this at all, and that's the point, right? So, like, straight off the back, I'm not saying this is a bag of rubbish. Definitely not, right? This actually seems to be all right, right? And this is what tells me. For a start, I'm trying to figure out which way is up and which way is down. There's a G on there, which is telling me, right, so that's the right way up, right? So I had 1 minute on this thing yesterday, and the thing that tells me that this is kind of okay is that I can just do the blues scale. So the whole thing about, you know, subjectivity when someone's trying to do a review on harmonica is because if they've been playing for 20 years and they do a review on a really rubbish harmonica, they've either tweaked it or they just know how to make it sound good, right? So for somebody who hasn't got a harmonica and you want to buy them a gift, right, hold two. And bearing in mind, I've just backed up my own statement because I've been playing for about 4 years. So I would not, right, I live in the UK, the Western world, a place called Swindon. If I had a friend who I bought one of these for, and he learnt the major scale, and he was playing songs, and he was like, "Mate, I really want to learn to bend. I'm struggling." I would then go and buy him a Hohner Special 20. Yeah, well, get him to buy it. But in the Western world over here, we can do that, can't we? We can sort of say, "Hey mate, just go and get yourself a Hohner Special 20. They're only £25 or whatever." And see, that's easy for us to say. But people in other countries, they don't have that privilege. They don't have local shops that sell these things. Sorry about the waffle, but there's you know, rather than just me saying, "Oh, look at this is great," you know, I want to give the full picture. So if too much waffle, then just switch it off and move on. Right, hole 3. That was really easy. That's all I want to say. So bearing in mind, this is a G harmonica. A G. Yeah, not. That was really, really easy, right? That was hole 3. Hole 4. So there you go, right? So as far as I'm concerned, if someone was to say to me now, you know, "Oh, I'm struggling to bend. I've got Howling Harp by Stag," I can now go, right, okay, right, we can work with that. You know, I would encourage you to buy Hohner Special 20 in the future, but come on, let's see what your embouchure is. Let's see what you're doing with your tongue, with your mouth, what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? So you know, and if you knew how, like, whatever, bearing in mind, I got a feeling this was £8 or £9 on eBay. £8 or £9 on eBay. So I need to repeat, I am not saying for you, if you're looking for a budget harmonica, wait there, listen, even if you are in England, the Western world, and you want a cheap edition, you know, you've got your C, you might have an A in Hohner Special 20, and you're really on a tight budget, and you want to get a G, then I wouldn't say don't do it. Do you know what I mean? You need to work within your budget. It's quite a quiet one, but if you knew how to crack this open and emboss the slots, I wouldn't say gapping is a problem. Hole 1 didn't really bend that well. Yeah, hole 1 didn't really bend that well. If I wanted to keep this harmonica for myself, then I would definitely crack it open. It looks like there are posts, rivets, holding the reeds down. There you go. I'm going to end the video now. So maybe possibly a second or third harmonica. Definitely for a gift for a child or for a friend who's shown an interest. But if you're serious about harmonica, I'm not saying buy this. All right. There you go. All right. Happy harping.